Do you ever learn something and it just kind of, it gets ingrained and you're like, okay, I've learned this. I've got it down. And then somebody shows you a different angle, a different meaning of something. And it just kind of changes your perspective, not necessarily invalidating the old, but expanding the meaning. That's kind of what we're hoping to do this morning with your morning focus.
Now, this verse you've probably heard before when talking about what the gospel is. It's John 14:6.
And that is not a wrong way to interpret this verse.
It's an awesome way to. It says, Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. This is a really great verse to help encourage people to see that there is one way to God, right?
That's right.
That Christianity is this path that we can follow that is the only way. But for the person who's already a believer, this verse, we can kind of put it to the side and like, oh yeah, that was really good before.
Yeah, we now know that Jesus is the way, he's the truth, and he's the life.
But how cool that this can be used for an encouragement even now. When you are in a place where you're struggling and you feel lost and you just don't know which way to go, Jesus says that he is the way.
Yeah, and maybe you're struggling with the lies that the enemy or the world or other people are trying to sell you, whether it's about yourself, your value, your place in this world. When you struggle with those things, when you are hearing these lies, you can turn to Jesus to be the truth in your life.
Man, when life itself is starting to feel a little lackluster, when you're starting to have some questions about what that life is, Jesus is our life. For us to have a life that is fulfilling and is sanctified, it is to continue to go to Jesus. It is to look to him when we are struggling. It is to look to him for our answers. It is to look for him in our life.
Jesus is the way.